Hey, you guys, we are live at South by Southwest, and the sky is beautiful, beautiful blue sky. And we are joined now by Lydia and Laura, aka the Secret Sisters. So before we dive into all this, I have to know more about this new album with Brandy Carlisle producing it, and the twins. Don't want to leave the twins out.
They're a big part of it.
Yeah. So how did you guys get together?
Well, we went on tour with Brandy a few years ago. We were opening for Ray LaMontagne, and she was also on the bill. And we were huge, huge fans of hers beforehand. And so we, befriended her over the course of the summer. And she's just been a really good friend ever since then. And so when we started talking to her about kind of getting ready to make another record, she was like, "You should just let me do it." And we were like, "Okay."
Yeah, you can't turn that down.
No, not at all. And it was just so surprising because going into it, we were like, well, we'll see how this goes, because they had never produced a record for anyone other than themselves.
Yeah.
And so this is their first foray into extraneous production. And they killed it. Like, it was just the most magical, wonderful, and they knew exactly what to do and how to guide us without stepping into the creative zone too much.
Yeah,
it was
was also very collaborative because they're not used to being producers. We felt like we had more of a say in what we created, and so it's just artists collaborating together, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Are they featured at all on the album, or?
Well, they play all over it.
Yeah, we got a lot of their instrumentation on it. There's some group vocals, but yeah, it mainly just as kind of producers. They they didn't put too much of their sound into it, which is what we wanted. We wanted it to sound like us, but still have their little
touches,
polishes on the edges, and so we're really proud of it.
Yeah. Well, the album is going to be called "You Don't Own Me Anymore," and you guys are at South by Southwest playing some new songs.
Yeah.
I like to ask people what they appreciate about South by Southwest. Like, why do you come here? What's the value in it for you?
Oh man, I mean, this is actually our first time at South by
True.
Southwest.
First timers.
I know, and
Welcome.
Pretty rare.
Yeah.
But already I can see how I don't know. There's so much togetherness. Everything is going on in a small space, and so we've already seen people that we know, and I don't know. It's just a really cool thing for artists.
I think the fact that it doesn't just celebrate music. It's all different forms of art, from food to visual to film to, music. It's just so, I like getting to eat all this food. It's overwhelming.
Mainly the food.
My heart right now.
It's all right. I've nonstop tacos. It's fine.
Yeah. I haven't even touched a taco yet, but it's coming.
Oh, I'll show you. I know a couple.
I also saw a donut truck. It's over. It's over.
It's so good. Well, I have a little game we've been playing where it's kind of a get to know you. So when we drove down because we're lunatics from Minnesota.
Way.
Yeah, it was like 16 hours or something. We got a little loopy, wrote down some questions, and if you guys can pick three, and then just put them in my hand. Don't even look at them.
Pick three
One.
each.
No.
So just three together.
Two.
All right.
Awesome. I feel good about these ones.
Okay.
All right. What was a decision that changed the course of your life? We're going to get deep really quickly.
Whoa, you're diving on in there.
I know, man. Welcome to South by.
Man.
I think probably the first thing that comes to my mind is that so when we were growing up, we were in a really musical family, and we always loved music as a hobby, but neither of us were necessarily pursuing it as a career. And I just loved to play and sing in the privacy of my home, and I had terrible stage fright, so I would never sing in front of people.
Yeah.
And in 2009, I went to this open audition in Nashville. It was this record label, and they were like, "Hey, if you like to sing, come sing. We're looking for new talent." And I went because I thought that if I would go and face my fears, I would overcome my stage fright.
Yeah.
And it's what led to our first record deal and the whole professional part of our career. So that was a life-changing, and it hasn't always been wonderful. It's been hard more than anything, but it was life-changing, and we've traveled everywhere, and we've gotten to do the most incredible things, all because I went to that audition. And then after I sang, they wanted to hear her, so then they liked us together, and now we're a band, which we never thought we would be.
So just because on a whim she decided to go to this audition, it has catapulted into this career.
And I wasn't trying to have a career. I just wanted to go and face my fears and go home, but instead I faced my fears, and then they were like, should start a band with your sister.
Yeah.
And now I'm at South by Southwest for the
It all
first
happened
time.
kind of backwards for us.
Yeah.
We were not pursuing music, like she said, and so we were just like thrown into the business really quickly. And so now we still feel like we're learning and we're having to pay our dues even 8 years later.
Yeah, kind of catching up.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
It was
though.
a big decision. That
Yeah.
was scary. I can't believe it turned out the way that it did.
Did
but-
you have any? Were you like, I don't even know, like last minute sort of?
Oh yeah, I was like this close to walking out because it was in this hotel in Nashville, and all these like really professional looking musicians were sitting in the lobby like warming up with their guitar, and I'm just sitting there like, I hope I don't like
I know.
spit, you know,
Yeah.
like I'm thinking the stupidest things.
We're there
and
in like our Old Navy clothes.
yeah, like I almost just said screw it and got up and left, but then I didn't. So,
And here we are.
here we are.
All right, let's look at number 2. You guys, a lot of people road trip. Did you guys road trip down or did you
we
fly?
air tripped.
Well done. All right. Well, if you were to do a road trip, or maybe you were listening to some music while you flew, what's sort of like the song that you are listening to a lot right now?
Oh man, I have been listening to an artist called Courtney Marie Andrews.
Ooh.
I think she is based in Seattle or Portland, one of those two. She's super young, but she already is on her like 4th album. And there's this song that she plays called Rookie Dreaming, and it is so good. I'm obsessed with her new album. So I would say her right now.
Yeah, I'm either listening to Gregory Alan Isakov or Ray LaMontagne or Casey Musgraves, which is maybe a strange combination
Ooh,
of.
I like it. It's like sassy,
Yeah, it's like
but also
I like a little sass. I like a little sad. I like a little dark. So yeah,
Bringing it all together.
Yeah, I could put together a real good playlist.
Yeah,
That
I
song is
might
a
hit
good
you up for it later. Oh man, you guys picked the real deep ones.
Oh.
All right, if you could relive one day of your life, what would it be?
Oh, there's so many.
Oh man,
Wow, this is hard.
that is really hard.
Well, one that comes to mind is early on in our career, I think it was like 2010, 2011, we were part of this review called the Speaking Clock Review that was put together by T-Bone Burnett.
Oh yeah,
And
not a bad place to be.
Not
No,
bad.
not at all.
Not bad. And a lot of the artists involved were like Jeff Bridges and
Elton.
John Mellencamp, Elton John, Leon Russell, like all these
So it's
larger
crazy.
than life.
It feels like we're lying.
Oh, we were.
All you had to say was Elton, and I was
I
like,
know,
and yeah,
right?
Hello.
Right?
Yeah. So we totally did not deserve to be there, but we were. And there was a moment where we were practicing our song backstage in the hallway, and we started singing "Your Cheatin' Heart" by Hank Williams. And all of a sudden, out of the shadows walks Elton, and he starts singing the 3rd harmony on the song. And then up walks John Mellencamp and the Punch Brothers, and all these people, before you knew it, were congregated in the hallway singing "Your Cheatin' Heart" together. And it was just like this.
And of course, none
epic
of us had a
moment.
camera.
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
this is the
nobody
moment you
recorded
want
it.
like a video camera installed in your forehead so you can go record.
that's why they started the Snapchat
Yes.
classes.
Yeah,
so
that's
you can just
true.
be like, repeat,
Yeah,
repeat, repeat.
we need to get
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know what my favorite day would be that I would relive. I've had a lot of really good days, so
Well, maybe it's ahead of you.
maybe it is.
Maybe it's happening at South by
I did get
Southwest.
married last year, and that was a really
Oh.
happy day.
Maybe I should have
because-
said my wedding day.
I don't know, Elton John.
Yeah.
Sorry, husband.
I love you.
We are live at South by Southwest with the Secret Sisters, and we have one last kind of question that we've been asking everybody. You know, when you think of Minnesota, one of the musicians that comes to mind is Prince, and with Prince's passing, it hit us pretty hard.
Right.
And now that we're coming up on the year, we're just asking for people's reflections, or maybe a story, or maybe a song in particular.
Oh.
You guys have anything?
Man.
I think that for me, woo. Did you see that? See that move? Did I mess up my hair?
No, it looks
That was
beautiful.
a Prince attitude, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Like, don't mess up my hair. I think just I don't know, his voice, like, and his play. I think like the sensuality, which I know is like so creepy and like surface to talk about, but like
I think it's integral to
it is the
Yeah.
sensuality, like, but it wasn't just in the way like that he carried himself and performed, but it was all the way through, like through the music, you know. And I just really value when somebody like knows who they are and what they put out there, and they aren't Like they don't change. You know, like
he was so unchanging.
Yeah, and
you know?
and just so unique. Like there won't ever be another Michael Jackson, and there won't ever be another Prince. You know, it's like these like legendary people that we seem to keep losing, and you think like who's going to be the legendary person from our generation that like, you know, 20 or 30 years from now people are still talking about and worshiping and sad when they die, you know. So amazing. And I think that the appeal that he has to people of every genre of music. I mean, even if like that kind of music is not what we were raised on.
Yeah.
But I think that what was so incredible when he passed was to see the variety of artists coming out and saying like he really inspired this particular song, or, you know, this was playing in the background when I was this age and it was a huge part of my youth. And there were people from all different walks of life who were inspired by what he did. And that's, you know, I think any artist who really cares what they're doing aims for that. You want to be appealing to someone no matter what their favorite type of music is, you know.
Yeah.
So he had that in the bag.
Yeah, man.
One
of a kind.
So good.
Yeah.
Well, the Secret Sisters, thank you guys so much.
Hey, we're coming to Minneapolis in the spring.
Ooh.
We're coming to the Cedar.
Oh, do you know the date?
Nope.
We will keep you posted
we'll
on
post
the date.
I don't have my schedule memorized.
It's fine.
It's South by.
It's South by Southwest. Well, the new album is called You Don't Own Me Anymore. The Secret Sisters, thank you guys again so much.
Of course. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we are live from South by Southwest. Thanks for watching.